Hello everyone, it's Ozgun here and welcome to the channel. So recently I released Raving in the Dark in the Under Rails label Sub Harmony, and in this tutorial I'm gonna show you how I produced this track, and if you're ready, let's just jump to it. So this track is based on the vocals and the acid pattern, right? The first drop is based on the vocals and the second drop we are introducing an acid pattern. So I can start with the vocals at first. The vocals actually is my own voice. I record these phrases.
Raving in the dark, igniting this spark.
Lasers flashing
So without the processing, it's so funny.
and leaving their mark. Raving in the dark.
And then I start to process the channels one by one. So I put heavily processing in them because as you see, the dry versions of them is just extremely dry. So this is a peak controller. It's for to control, I think, the delay and reverb. We will get to that. I put a meta tune and I put the mode to be Frisian by manually. So this is just an auto-tune plugin.
Raving in the dark. Igniting this spark.
It makes the pitch perfect. And I put a little alter boy, but the mix is not full, just like the 40% of wet. And I put a little bit of drive and I put formant -5, which is the fifth of my of my root key. So it sounds good and harmonic.
Raving in the dark. Igniting this spark.
So it makes it more interesting, like more robotic, more deep, and then some EQ.
Raving in the dark. Igniting this spark.
And after that, I just compress my vocal.
Raving in the dark. Igniting this spark.
Makes it much more in your face, right? And with the visual mix rack, this is what I use for, mixing my sounds. And I just EQ it a little bit, nothing much. Like in the revival module, I give a little bit of brightness.
Raving in the dark. Raving in the dark. Raving in the dark.
You see, it makes it much more clear, helps the clarity. So I put CLA vocals. With this, I compress it a little bit. Again, lower the sub, give it a little bit of high frequencies. And also I make the stereo pitch module and I make the vocal a little bit more wide.
Raving in the dark.
So this is like adding too much.
Raving in the dark. Raving in the dark.
Now we are getting somewhere. So I have some delay.
Raving in the dark. Raving in the.
And I have some reverb.
Raving in the dark.
And after that, I'm just de-essing my vocals. So this chain wasn't enough. I just jumped to the next chain. And in here, I don't need to do it one by one, I think. I put a little bit OTT, a little bit of saturation, some clipping, an EQ, but this one is just for automation purposes. And another delay for automation purposes, endless smile automation purposes. So yeah, this chain is like for finalizing it,
Raving in the dark. Raving in the dark. Raving in the dark. Raving in the dark. Raving in the dark.
So the thing is, in the end, I still don't satisfy with my vocals. So I thought, why I'm not using some backing vocals? But I don't want to make my own backing vocals. So I said, okay, let's go to Udemy. The website, I already had a tutorial before. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I just literally used it because that service is very, very nice. I uploaded my vocals there and find an AI vocalist that's similar to my voice, And then I thought I could just use it as a backing voice. So I rendered this one from Udemy.
Raving in the dark, igniting this spark.
So as you see, these vocals are the backing vocals also routed to the same channel as my original vocals, but they are so silent. And they are hard pan, hard left and right. And it has like stereo slightly off of the time. So it sounds more wide. And when it plays at the same time with my own vocal, now I started to enjoy it.
Raving in the dark, igniting this spark. Lasers flashing and leaving their mark, and leaving their mark.
You see, it's adding a very nice texture and character. So when I have the vocals, I think that's enough for the first drop, you know, just smash a kick bass on it and you are good to go.
Raving in the dark, igniting this spark.
So let's go check the kick bass. So guys, if you enjoyed the walkthrough so far, please consider to join my channel as a member. It doesn't matter which tier you are joining, all the tiers is gonna be able to watch the full walkthrough tutorials. So from now on, I'm thinking to post a short version of my releases as a walkthrough as public, and the full video is gonna be exclusive for the channel members. So I think it's gonna be a good way to support my work, and also you can get some good benefits with becoming a member of my channel. So by the way, as you see, currently I'm on my temporary studio. So for the next couple months, this is gonna be my studio. So currently I'm just building everything from scratch before start to build my real studio. So yeah, I'm extremely tired, but don't worry, I'm gonna keep posting videos to the channel. So thanks for listening to me and peace out.